Thanks, Dwayne. Welcome to Detroit. I'm honored to be here. Thank you for having me speak today. My name is Shane Bernardo. I'm the Outreach Coordinator for Earthworks Urban Farm, which is a program in the Capuchin Soup Kitchen. And this is Mr. Spivey. Earthworks is a program in the Capuchin Soup Kitchen. We're a certified organic farm. You might have seen some of our gardens coming into the campus here. We farm between 2 and 2.5 acres here in the local community on 7 different lots within 3 blocks of the soup kitchen. Our main function is to grow fresh, healthy food for the Capuchin Soup Kitchen. But we're much more than that as well, which I like Willie to talk about. We have some programs that use the process of growing food to also build community and also heal our community as well. Willie, would you like to talk about how you got involved in Earthworks?
Okay. Well, truthfully, from the very beginning, this is how I got involved. I'm going to go all the way back. I made a wreck of my life, all right? This is what I did, you know what I'm saying? You know, the drinking and all that. So I'm straight from the street. But what happened is I came to the Soup Kitchen line, so I'm grateful for the work that you all do. You talk about feeding America, you were feeding America. So I wound up in the Soup Kitchen line for several years, and then Earthworks started the organic program there, and they invited me to be a part. I was in that for 9 months in 2010, and I enjoyed it. I had never grown anything, you know. And truthfully, I only thought the only greens that were available were collards, turnips, and mustard. I found out there's so many more. So that was a great experience just in itself, you know. And they're golden beets, not just red. And so I spent the 2010 there, and then the second year, 2011, I came back as an intern, team leader of sorts for the next group that came in, okay, and that was great, still growing, not just vegetables, but growing in heart and in spirit, you know, getting to meet some new people, you know. Who would have thought 2 years ago that somebody like me and Shane would have been together, you know. We were on different sides of the street, but now we're in the same building. But, and so then in 2011, in collaboration with what's happening here at Gleaners, and Capuchin, they are allowing me to grow my business. I started the organic transplant business right there on the grounds, and they providing all the support. And I'm so grateful because I didn't have any money to work with. You know, I still tow the bridge car, but they allowing me to establish my business. I mean everything, providing all the resources, and it's like, you know, even at 57, it seemed like these last 2 years of my life have been the best 2. Because I've met some people, you know, that who would have thought? You know, it's like even my dear friend Gwen, when I got to Capuchin, she was very instrumental in my first works there. So I'm just going to stop here. It's just a lot of things happen, you know. But the most important thing is thank you for your work, and it's just a life-changing experience. You know, every day I get up, that's just it.
Willie always seems to steal the show from me.
No, stop it.
He can't help himself. But Willie is really fun to be around. But he also epitomizes our work over at Earthworks, which revolves around our vision, which is to create a just and beautiful food system where everyone has a seat at the table. And we do that primarily by creating local leadership and ownership of the food system. Detroit has been framed as a place where fresh food is lacking. If you've taken the bus around over here, you might have noticed some of the prevalent sources of food in our community, which may be fast food places, liquor stores, dollar stores, and that sort of thing. And so it's because of our disconnect between where our food comes from, and because we don't own, we don't influence, our ability to influence the kind of food that we want in our neighborhood is marginalized. It's very important for us to build up local leadership and ownership of our food system. And so we do that with one of 3 primary ways. We have a nutrition education program for youth ages 5 to 11. This program is called Growing Healthy Kids. And just to tell you a really short story, if I may, 2012 is the 15th year anniversary of Earthworks. And it got started some time ago by one of the Capuchin friars. His name is Brother Rick. And Brother Rick was at his desk one day and he was making a list of food items because he wanted to start a small vegetable garden for the soup kitchen. And a young man that was in one of our programs came up to Brother Rick because he noticed what he was writing on his list, which were some food items, and he said, "Brother Rick, what gas station are you going to get your food from?" And this just floored Brother Rick, and he said, "I got to do something about this." And not too long after that, Earthworks was started. And so since then, we've been providing nutrition education classes for youth, where they're harvesting food right from our gardens. So they're connecting directly with the food that they're placing in their body, and then they're taking that fresh produce and preparing it right inside of our commercial kitchen, the same kitchen that prepares meals for the soup kitchen, and learning how to prepare, cook, and eat nutritious, healthy meals with it. Is that powerful? Yeah? So it's changing our youth experience around food and what they define as food. When youth get older, from 12 to 17, we have another program that they graduate into, and that's called Youth Farm Stand. And they do exactly what that name implies. They grow their own food, and they sell it at local farmers markets in the area. So you've been to the Easter market this morning, right? Well, there's a collaborative of growers here in the community called Grown in Detroit. And the youth sell their produce right at the market. So if you want to support what we do, buy our fresh produce. And that also helps them because they earn a stipend for growing the food and working at the market. And then the program that Willie graduated from is called EAT, and that stands for Earthworks Agricultural Training. And it's supported in large part by Gleaners Food Bank, so we're very grateful for their support. It's a 9-month job readiness and business incubator. Willie graduated in 2010. He came back and returned as an intern to facilitate the development of the new participants. So it's kind of a each one, reach one, teach one, or feed one approach. And so the interns that come back and incubate their businesses, Willie's business just happens to be organic transplants. And one of his bigger customers is actually here today, and they'll talk pretty soon. So just going back very quickly is to really change conditions around food insecurity. Well, there's a lot of other things that we can do and do better around building up local leadership and ownership of the food system. Thank you.
Library event, teach kids about education and nutrition. One of the guys, beekeepers over in Mulgrove, was wild.